Book 2, Yugal Kunj, new book. We just go through this first. Radhe Radhe to everyone, and my pranam, humble associations to all of you. Welcome to Yugal Kunj, our Sunday morning program. And so I'll do a pad written by Jagat Gurutam Shri Kripalu Mahaprabhu from his Premras Madhira. This pad is from Murli Madhuri in your Yugal Kunj book 2, new book, page 83. This pad is describing what happened. भगवान रास शुरू करने जा रहे थे, उन्होंने मुरली बजाया तो क्या क्या हुआ उस समय. Shri Krishna is about to start Maharas. He's gotten permission from Radharani, Agya Pakar. He's gotten permission from Radharani to start Maharas. And what happened when he played that Murli, his divine flute? So, जब उन्होंने बजाया ये मुरली, जो अधिकारी जीव थे उन्हीं ने सुना और किसी को नहीं. When he played that divine flute, only deserving souls, adhikaris, deserving souls heard. No one else heard. The gopis of Vrindavan, they heard. Nanda Baba, Yashoda Maya did not hear. His cowherd friends did not hear, even though they are topmost of saints. But only those who deserve to hear, even the highest class. So gopis are hearing. Shiv Bhagwan, Brahma, Vishnu, they hear. Sanakadik, some Jnanis also here. Sanak, Sanandan, Sanatan, Sanak Kumar, Udhav. No one else heard. Dhuni suni bidhi hari har sab mohe. So hearing this sound of that Basuri, divine flute of Shri Krishna, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiv, these are three governors of the Brahman, the solar system. Whichever solar system that Shri Krishna is performing, Maharas at that time, they are uncountable solar system. So this is talking about our solar system, which happened, this incident happened a little more than 5,000 years ago. I've told you, we have heard many times from Kripalu Mahaprabhu. The scriptures tell us also. Bhinna bhinna pratiloka vidhata, bhinna Vishnu Shiva man dishitrata. The uncountable solar systems. Brahmand, a system created by Brahma, the creator. So they are uncountable. There are thousands and thousands of solar systems, even the galaxy that we live in, the Milky Way, and there are uncountable galaxies. So uncountable Brahma, uncountable Vishnu, uncountable Shiva. Sankhya chetaja samasti na vishwanam kadachana. Brahma Vishnu Shiva Shivadinam tatha sankhya na vidyate. Devi Bhagavad Mahapuran says, it may be possible to count every single grain of sand. Every single grain of sand on the earth. Yet no one can count how many solar systems, how many planet Earths, how many solar systems there are. In the same way, no one can count how many Brahma, how many Vishnu, how many Shiva. Uncountable. So, this Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, they come from Shri Krishna. They are Shri Krishna himself. Told, we have heard many times, it's a form of Shri Krishna, known as Mahavishnu. Yasyaika niswasita kalamathavalambya jivanti loma bilaja jagadandanatha Vishnur mahansa ihayasya kala vishesho govindamari purusham tamaham bhajami. Brahma Samhita, chapter 5, verse 48. Veda Vyas, who is Avesha Avatar, descension of Sri Krishna, is saying, I am a worshipper of that Sri Krishna Govind, the supreme Brahma, whose partial manifestation is known as Mahavishnu. So Mahavishnu even is a partial manifestation, descension of Sri Krishna. Karno Dakshai, Vishnu. From him comes Garbho Dakshai, Vishnu. Then Kshiro Dakshai. So this Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, they are all Sri Krishna himself doing different works. Sri Krishna in the form of Brahma creates the solar system. Sri Krishna in the form of Vishnu sustains the solar system. Palan karte hai, palanhar. And Sri Krishna in the form of Shiva destroys that universe, that solar system. They are also here and they are Bhagavan himself, so they're deserving. They also hear this divine flute. वो भी सुनते हैं and they get captivated. Mohe. Moho. हो गया. They got captivated. We heard that Shivji heard in Kailash, he came running, hearing that Shiv, that divine flute. Aur chhutyo jnani jan dhyan. They're deserving jnanis, Sanak, Sanandan, Sanatan, topmost among jnanis, the four mind-born sons of Brahma, Sanak, Sanandan, Sanatan, Sanat Kumar, and others. They were in Samadhi, and their Samadhi got broken. Jangam jiva bhaye jar sigare jar jangam sunitan. And a very strange thing happened. Jangam jiv, they are all different types of soul. Those that move are called jangam. Human beings, birds, animals, fishes, etc. They are all jangam. Soul is in, same soul in us. The same soul is in the animal, bird, fish, etc., worm. And they all move in Jangam. And they are souls that do not, the body do not move. Trees, grass, stone, patthar. Ahilya was in the form of patthar. And when Bhagwan Sri Ram touched her with his toe, she again was released. So patthar also. So this is unmovable. The soul is also there. So Jangam Jeev Bhai Jar Sigare, when they heard this Murali, the movables, the ones that were moving, they stopped moving. Birds were flying, they forgot how to fly. वो गिर गए नीचे. They fell down, unconscious with bliss. Lions, tigers, etc., they started staring without blinking. They stopped movement, all movement stopped. और जो जड़ जीव, those who were in the body, the soul of unmovable bodies, trees, grass, stone, they started melting. The trees started getting goosebumps, etc. This strange thing happened. We have to remember also that many Paramhans, etc., begged Sri Krishna to become creepers, trees, grass, etc. in Vrindavan to attain the dust of the feet of the gopis. So this is not ordinary tree. So don't be surprised that trees get in goosebump. But this is what happened. That when Sri Krishna is playing that Basuri. Iske baad, already told you that the gopis were deserving. They heard that वो सुन लिया बांसुरी, they heard this बांसुरी, and और श्री कृष्ण ने क्या किया, वो बांसुरी से उनके हृदय को, चित्त को छीन लिया. Shri Krishna stole their heart, the heart of the gopis with the basuri, the sound of the basuri. Someone steals your heart, what are you going to do? Uske piche bhagenge. You run. So the gopis, however they were, their heart was stolen, they started running. Just how they were. They were lying down, someone was putting makeup, someone was putting jewelry, however, whatever condition. They didn't wait to see, did I dress properly? Did I put my makeup properly, that kajal? No, just how they were, they ran. Or Gopinathji Kulkant didn't care about what the world thought about them, what family, anyone. That time you can't think. Should I ask permission first? Your heart is being stolen, taken. So they just ran. And as I said, Shivji also ran from Kailash. He also met gopis in the middle. And gopis asked, we have heard this, they asked, Babaji, aap kaun hai? Who are you, Babaji? He said, I am Shiv Bhagwan. Aap kaha ja rahe? Where are you going? Oh, I am going to take part in Maharas. Who are you? I am Shiv Bhagwan. So they thought, maybe he is. They said, okay, you are Bhagwan, but maybe you are, but no one can take part in Maharas without Radharani's permission. So we will ask Radharani, you wait here. Gopis went to Radharani, there's a Babaji. Body is covered with ash. Karpura Gauram, very fair, like camphor body. White. Jata, matted hair on the head, garland of human skull, etc. They describe. Radharani said, she is Radharani, sab kuch janti, she knows everything. He is Shiv, he is Bhagwan, so he is deserving. वो तो है अधिकारी. He can take part in Maharas, but एक शर्त है, there's a condition. In Maharas, there's only one male, एक पुरुष. Shri Krishna is the only male. Every other soul that takes part in Maharas must be female, Gopi. So Shivji can take part, but he has to become Gopi. So there were gopis came and said to Shiv Bhagwan, Pai lage, we bow to you, you are Shiv Bhagwan, Radharani says, and you are deserving, but you have to become Gopi. So Shivji, he also has Yog Maya, the divine power that makes the impossible possible. Through Yog Maya, he became girl, 16-year-old, not acting real. And that Gopi is known as Shivani. Anyhow, so the gopis they all came. They were deserving, of course. But however they were. Nabatara gan chanda dik kaha nij nij gati hi bulan. So it seemed that this Maharas took place one night only. But it was many nights. Taratri. Plural. How many nights? Brahmaratri is written in Bhagavad. One night of Brahma, Brahmaratri, is called one kalp. How long is one night of Brahma? 2 billion. Almost 3 billion. So long this Maharas took place and nobody knew. Because everything stopped in the track. The stars, the moon, everything stopped. Nothing moved. Bhagwan, through his Yog Maya, stopped everything. And this Maharas went on for so long, yet no one knew. So, almost 3 billion our years. Ek kripalu bachu jagat maha nishchal shaila saman. Kripalu Mahaprabhu is saying in the words of one of us fallen souls, all these, even trees, etc., grass, birds, animals have been affected, but one soul, us, worldly soul, we remain like a mountain. It had this Murali, this divine sound of Bhagwan's Murali had no effect. Just like a mountain doesn't move, we also were unmoved. We were there. We, the Jivatma, individual soul. Whenever Shri Krishna descended in this world as Ram, Krishna, etc., we were there. Just as Shri Krishna is Anadi, Ajanma, unborn, eternal, beginningless, we, the individual souls, are also unborn, eternal, beginningless. But it had no effect. Uncountable times Maharas has happened, no effect. We have to become Adhikari. We have to become deserving. Then also when Shri Krishna will play Basuri, we will also go running. Murali, Madhu Murali Baja Vat Kan Madhur Dhuni Li Baja Vat Kan Madhur Dhuni Murali Baja Vat Kan मधुर धुनी
मुरली बजावत कान मधुर धुनी
धुनी सुनी विधि हरि हर सब मोहे
धुनी सुनी विधि हरि हर सब मोहे
ओ धुनी सुनी विधि हरि हर सब मोहे
धुनी सुनी विधि हरि
हर सब
मोहे
छूट्यो ज्ञानी जन ध्यान मधुर धुनी
छुट्यो ज्ञानी जन ध्यान मधुर धुनी
ओ छूट्यो ज्ञानी जन ध्यान मधुर धुनी
छुट्यो ज्ञानी जन ध्यान मधुर धुनी
मुरली बजावत कान मधुर धुनी
मुरली बजावत कान मधुर धुनी
ओ मुरली बजावत कान मधुर धुनी
मुरली बजावत कान मधुर धुनी
जंगम जीव भये जड़ सिगरे
जंगम जीव भये जड़ सिगरे
ओ जंगम जीव भये जड़ सिगरे
जंगम जीव भये जड़ सिगरे
जर जंगम सुनितान धुनी
जड़ सुनितान मधुर धुनी
ओ जर जंगम सुनितान मधुर धुनी
जड़ जंगम सुनितान मधुर धुनी
मुरली बजावत कान मधुर धुनी
मुरली बजावत कान मधुर धुनी
जो जैसे ही तैसे ही उठी धाई
जो जैसे ही तैसे ही उठी धाई
ओ जो जैसे ही तैसे ही उठी धाई
जो जैसे ही तैसे ही उठी धाई
गोपीन तजी कुल कान मधुर धुनी
गोपीन तजी कुल कान मधुर धुनी ओ मुरली बजावत कान मधुर धुनी नभ तारागन चंद्रादिक कहाँ ओ नभ तारागन चंद्रादिक कहाँ निज निज गति ही भुलान मधुर धुनी
निज निज गति भुलान मधुर धुनी
ओ निज निज गति ही भुलान मधुर धुनी
निज निज गति भुलान मधुर धुनी
ओ मुरली बजावत कान मधुर धुनी
मुरली बजावत कान मधुर धुनी
एक कृपालु ही बचो जगत महा
एक कृपालु ही बच्चो जगत महा
ओ एक कृपालु ही बचो जगत महा
एक कृपालु ही बच्चो जगत महा
निश्चल शैल समान मधुर धुनी
निश्चल शैल समान मधुर धुनी
ओ निश्चल शैल समान मधुर धुनी
निश्चल शैल समान मधुर धुनी
ओ मुरली बजावत कान मधुर धुनी
मुरली बजावत कान मधुर धुनी
ओ मुरली बजावत कान मधुर धुनी
मुरली बजावत कान मधुर धुनी
बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। अब सावधान हो जाइए। Try to be alert right now, very attentive. Yesterday, together with the devotees of Yugal Kunj. We were in a picnic outing, and some devotees were eating sweet watermelon. It was very sweet. And one devotee expressed, how do they say there is no happiness in the world? I am getting so much happiness in eating this watermelon. It was very hot. We had walked a lot. Very beautiful. Walked a lot, scenery, nice, waterfall, everything. But the sun was in 90s. It's hot. So everyone was perspiring and tired. So getting this watermelon, so sweet, so the devotee felt so much happiness. So she expressed, how can they say there's no happiness? We get something in the world, but it's temporary. वो क्षणिक है. Plus, that same thing is given happiness can end up giving sorrow to us. I told her, I said, if you keep eating watermelon, maybe eat one watermelon, 2 or 3 maybe. After a while, you wouldn't get the same happiness. Actually, you may want to vomit. Because when we had the second watermelon, someone said to me, first one was very sweet. So I said, the second one, it was good. I said, the third one will be even less good. That's how it is. So, we look for happiness in material things. Jagat Guru Tam Sri Kripalu Mahaprabhu has made a beautiful verse in his Radha Govind Geet, one couplet. Told you before, many of us know, Jagat Guru Tam Sri Kripalu Mahaprabhu has written many, many books. One of them is Radha Govind Geet, which contains 11,111 couplets. It's divine. It contains all the philosophy of all the Vedas, all the Shastras, all the scriptures. One verse, Agyo ka prapya char, Govind Radhe, Vigyo ka prapya prem, Panchwa bata de.
Radhe Radhe Govind Govind Radhe 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 Govind Govind Radhe Radhe
Radhe Govind Govind Radhe 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 Govind Govind Radhe
आज्ञो का प्राप्य चार आज्ञो का प्राप्य चार गोविंद राधे विज्ञो का प्राप्य प्रेम पांचवा बता दे प्राप्य चार
गोविंद राधे
का प्राप्य प्रेम पांचवा बता विज्ञों का प्राप्य प्रेम पांचवा बता दे
विज्ञो भाग्य प्रेम
पांचवा बता
दे
विज्ञो का प्राप्य प्रेम पांचवा बता दे
विज्ञो भाग्य प्रेम पांचवा बता दे
ओ राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे
Agyo. Agyo means ignorant. माया के अंदर में जो जीव those under the control of Maya, अज्ञो का प्राप्य चार, they look towards attaining four things. और विज्ञो, those truly knowledgeable, जो माया से परे, who's gone beyond Maya, वो प्राप्य प्रेम. The attainment is prem, divine love, which is the fifth, Pachva. This is the literal meaning of this. It's very big explanation, a small verse. What is this char? This four, that we ignorant souls under Maya look towards attaining. Four things. We know that Purusharth, Dharma, Arth, Kam, Moksha. Char Purusharth. Dharma, desire for righteousness. Varnashram Dharma. The attainment of which will give heavenly happiness. One, Dharma means I want to go to heaven. Swarg jana, jaane ki ichha hai. Arth, desire for wealth. If I get $1 million, if I win the lotto, if I become a billionaire, I'll be happy. If I become rich like Warren Buffett, some of these guys, I'll be very happy. He is very happy. I only have few $100, that's why I'm so sad. That's why I'm not happy. We think like that. Calm, desire for pleasure, sensual pleasure, to see, to hear, to smell, taste, touch. If I can eat this kind of food, I'll be happy. If I can see this kind of thing in the world or person, I'll be happy. If I can hear this beautiful love song, when I hear the song, Kuch Kuch Hota Hai, oh, I get so happy. Because something also hota in my heart. Etc. If I be able to touch certain things, etc., smell. And moksha. Some of us think if we attain moksha, we merge into the formless aspect of Sri Krishna. we'll be happy. This can also be classified as sattvic, rajasic, tamasic desires, and desire for moksha, mukti. So, sattvic you don't know about? We have been there, we have attained it uncountable times. Sattvic happiness, the happiness of heaven. Sattvic sukh. Swarg ka sukh. We have attained this uncountable times. Because as I said before, we Jivatma individual souls are beginningless, eternal. Gya gyau dva vaja vishan isha vaja heka bhokti bhogyate yukta anantaschatma vishwarupo hyakarta swayam ityadi. Shvetashvatara Upanishad, chapter 1, verse 9. Both Shri Krishna, Brahm, God, as well as Jivatma, we individual soul are unborn, eternal, beginningless. So in that we have been to heaven. अनंत बार वहां सुख नहीं मिला. We are told, we are warned, यही तन कर फल विषय न भाई स्वर्गहु स्वल्प अंत दुखदाई. Bhagwan Shri Ram is saying to the residents of Ayodhya, hey, this human body which is so valuable, Deva Durlabh, Devatas are praying and begging and cannot get it, was not given to you to just enjoy the senses, nor was it given to go to heaven. Why? Swargahu swalp, there is no true happiness. Very limited. And anta dukkha, it ends in suffering. If it was happiness, we will never experience sorrow ever again. The definition for happiness in the Vedas, yo vai bhuma tat sukham bhumaiva sukham. This is a definition for sukh, happiness. जो अनंत मात्रा का है, that which is infinite, unmeasurable, eternal, beginningless, is called sukh, happiness. Once you attain it, you will never lose it ever again. You will never experience sorrow ever again. You eat watermelon, and then. So there's no true happiness. So there's no happiness there because in heaven also there is greed, anger, jealousy, hatred, lust, just like here. There's no physical ailments, there's no old age, there's no COVID, no fever, headache, and all these things, body sickness, no old age, no hunger, thirst. But jo manas rog, the mental diseases are all there. And that's even worse. Greed, anger, jealousy, hatred, lust. So there's no true happiness. And it ends in suffering. Tetam bhuktva swargalokam vishalam kshine punye Martyalokam vishanti evam taridham anupapanna gatagatam kama kama labhante. Chapter 9, verse 21, Gita. Shri Krishna explains to Arjun in Gita, when we perform dharma, varnashram, dharma, etc., which is impossible in Kali Yuga. There are so many rules and regulations, impossible. But if someone can do, we acquire something called punya, spiritual merits. And when we go to heaven and we start enjoying the pleasures, what happens? Kshine punya. The punya starts destroying as we enjoy. And one day it's going to finish. Zero. And then what will happen? Martyalokam Vishanti, will be kicked out of heaven. And not only that, karmas become zero. So the Vedas tell us, Ishta Purtam Manyamana Varishtham Nanyat Shreyo Vedayante Pramudha Nakasya Prishtete Sukutenu Bhutimam Lokam Hintaram Vishanti. First Mundak, second Kand, 10th mantra. The Vedas say, first to begin, a person who wants to go to heaven and is performing dharma, etc., so he can go to heaven, is not only an ordinary fool, but the greatest fool. Pramudha. Because after enjoying heaven, heenataram, heen yoni mein patak jayega. He'll be thrown into lower forms of life. Because, as in Gita, Shri Krishna is saying, karmas become zero. You have destroyed all the punya. There's nothing to come back here with, so we have to start all over again. The soul will be thrown into the womb of dog, cat, donkey, worm, tree, grass. Same soul in us. That's why Bhagwan Shri Ram says in the Ramayana, Anta Dukkhadai, it ends in suffering. From such a position of superiority, Devata, and then inferiority, grass, tree, worm. We can't imagine the suffering. So there's no happiness. Sattvic. Rajasic Sukh we have experienced in the present life. The happiness we get from embracing child, parent, etc., eating sattvic food, rajasic, sattvic food or rajasic. So we get that kind of happiness in the world. That also is non-lasting, as I said, the watermelon. Someone is eating ice cream. When you eat the first ice cream, second ice cream, third ice cream, sixth ice cream, please don't give me any more ice cream. Are you're getting so much happiness, keep eating. No, I'm going to vomit. So the happiness we found in the first ice cream, we cannot get in the second, etc. And it keeps getting less and less until you start experiencing sorrow. You want to vomit. A mother has not seen her child for many days. Maybe he got kidnapped, got lost in the mall. Eventually someone found him, or we was able to find, the police found the child, and maybe a week went or a few days. The mother sees the child, she felt she was dying without her son. Seeing the son, she ran and embraced, and kissed him. I miss you. And even tears are flowing from the eyes. She's so happy, hugging her son. After a little while, the hands get a little bit loose. A little more longer, it gets even more loose. Eventually, okay, my son, go and play. Go and play. Now the son says, Mummy, I will hug you. Hug me. It is so hot. 90 degrees and so hot I am perspiring and you want to hug. Go. Play. So the happiness the mother experienced when she first embraced the child, after a little while, that happiness is not there. It gets less, then even more less, then eventually gone. So it's temporary, non-lasting, and you can even experience sorrow. You lose a child, how much sorrow? The same amount of happiness you get in the attainment of a person, object in the world is directly proportional to how much you're going to experience in the separation. the amount of attachment. If you have no attachment, no sorrow. That's why attachment is so dangerous. Attachment so strong, sometimes people die, unable to bear the separation, the pain of that separation. And tamasic, we get happiness too, drinking alcohol, eating meat, some people in fighting. Oh, they love to fight and quarrel. They get happiness. बैर अकारन सब काहू सो, जो कर हित अनहित ताहू सो। खलन हृदय अति ताप विशेषी, जरहि सदा पर संपत्ति देखी। जहाँ कहु निंदा सुनहि पराई, हर्षहि मनहु परनिधि पाई। The person whose heart is very dirty, very wicked, khal, they get happiness when others torture, in suffering. They see somebody being beaten up, abused, they get so happy as though they have found a treasure lying on the road, or they have become king of the world. It is tamasic. Means Naradji defines love in Narad Bhakti Sutra. Tat sukha sukhitvam. This is prem. This is love. To be happy in the happiness of the beloved. What makes the beloved happy? ये हमको सीखना, ये हमको ही करना. This is what we have to learn. We have been well taught and well practiced in taking, only taking, lena, and also in lena dena, give and take. You love me, I love you. Don't love me, get lost. But no one has taught us to only give, dena, and want nothing in return. This is what we have to learn. We get the most. This is the highest. This is the fifth. This is the real happiness. Sab karmat khaganayak eha, kariya ram pad pankaj neha. Sakha param parmarath ehu, kariya ram pad pankaj nehu. Kagbhusund ji saying to Guruji, Sab karmat khaganayak eha. This is the conclusion of all the scriptures and all the Vedas, all the saints. Sab karmat. This is the conclusion. All the Vedas, all the Shastras, Gita, Ramayana, everything is teaching us one thing. Kya? Kariya Ram Pad Pankaj Neha. To have love, selfless love for the lotus feet of the Lord. Sakha Param Parmarath Ehu. There were four, Agyoka, of the ignorant. Dharma, Arth, Kam, Moksha. No, there's one, the Ramayana is saying, Kagbhusund says, isko chhod do. Phank do. He rejects the four and says, there's a fifth. ये पांचवा है. Sakha param parmarthehu. Paramarth, Purusharth, same thing. And this is the supreme one. What is that? Kariya Ram pad pankaj nehu. To have love, selfless love for the Lord. And this is the fifth, and this is the truly knowledgeable. This is where all Gaurang Mahaprabhu says, Pancham Purushat Soi Prem Mohadhan. There's a fifth Purusharth. Pancham, the supreme. Prem, which is called Mahadhan, the highest spiritual wealth. This is the real dhan. And that is love. ये भगवान जल्दी नहीं देते. Bhagwan doesn't give this very easily and very quickly. सब कुछ देने, he's telling Kag Basundaji asks for all these things, even moksha. Why didn't Kag Basundaji ask for moksha? Someone may ask, Brahmanand, there is infinite happiness. As I told you, there is no experiencer. Look, it is our mind that experiences happiness and sorrow. Dukha sukha ka anubhav karne wala man. The mind. But the one who's striving for moksha, for mukti, destroys the mind. The jnani destroys the mind. And the soul, the Atma, which is a non-doer, wo akarta hai, merges into the formless absolute Brahm. Like a river merges into the ocean. There's infinite happiness. Ananta sukha hai. In Brahmananda also. But there's no experiencer. There's no one to experience. This is why Ram Krishna Paramhans used to say, there's a great saint, Ram Krishna Paramhans. He used to say, I don't want to become the chini, the sugar. Oh, chini nahi banna. I want to eat the sugar. Oh, chini khana chahiye. Because it is the one, sugar is sweet, but it cannot taste its sweetness. It is the one who eats the sugar who tastes the sweetness of the sugar. So, in the same way, it is the devotee. Kyunki wo bhakta hai na. What does a jnani say? Aham brahmasmi, shivoham, shivoham, I am God, I am God. Wo das, he has forgotten I am a das. Jivera shorupa hoy krishnera nitya das. The soul is an eternal servant of Sri Krishna. The jnani says, no, I am not das, I am Bhagwan himself. No, the devotee keeps the identity that I am a servant, my das hu. So devotee will never say Shivoham. He'll never sing that bhajan, Shivoham. He will say Dasoham, Dasoham. My das hu, I am servant of Sri Krishna. He keeps the identity. So that he keeps everything. That devotee experiences through all the senses. Everything becomes divine. He keeps everything. Aankh, naak, kaan, sab kuch. He keeps the eyes, ears, nose, skin, everything he keeps. Mind, intellect, sab kuch rakhte. But upon God realization, when Guru will shower his grace through the Swarup Shakti of Bhagwan, everything will become divine. Divine eyes, divine ears, divine nose, divine skin, divine everything, divine tongue. Then he will experience God in every particle of the world. Infinite bliss. Ananta Anand. He keeps everything. So Bhagwan kyun nahi dete hai? Because Bhagwan is very happy when someone says, oh, and he's praying, truly praying, and he says, I want to get moksha, mukti, I want to go to heaven, or somebody is even so foolish. Of course, the greatest fool asks for heaven, but even more foolish is asking for material things, to get a job, to be cured of sickness, to win the lotto. Bhagwan bahut khush hote. He's very happy. Jao, jao. Beokoof. Foolish. Someone asks for bhakti. So Bhagwan, why doesn't he want to give bhakti? So the answer is given in Bhagavad Mahapuran. Shri Krishna says to Durvasa Muni, Aham bhakta paradhino hyaswatantra ivadvija Sadhubhirgrasta hridayo bhaktair bhakta jana priya. Bhagavad Mahapuran, 9th canto, 4th chapter, 63rd verse. Bhagwan is told to be swatantra, parama swatantra. Parama swatantana sirbal ko. Supremely independent. No one and nothing controls Bhagwan. Ah, that's written. But there's also subsection. Every law has an exception. There is something that controls Bhagwan. What is that? Aham bhakta paradhinaha. Shri Krishna says, I am controlled by the love of those who love me, especially selflessly. I am no longer free, Durvasa. Now my devotee, I have become a slave. Das ban gaya bhakta ka. He becomes a slave of his devotee. And they control me. My devotee controls me and makes me dance as a monkey dances to the tune of the trainer. So this is the fifth. This is how powerful that prem is. This is why the truly knowledgeable, and this is why Kripalu Mahaprabhu, Jagat Guru Tam Shri Kripalu Mahaprabhu instills upon us, asks for the fifth only, not even mukti. Asks for prem. And that prem has to be selfless. Always keep that in mind. Nishkam. There should not be desire for your own happiness. There's much more. We'll hear some other time. Boli Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai. So we want to do this bhajan with you. Page 140. Very beautiful kirtan written by Kripalu Mahaprabhu, describing how beautiful Shri Krishna is. Everything he has, this whole part tells us about Shri Krishna. This whole bhajan, sorry. Page 140, same book. Mam Swami Pranadhar, Mam Sakha Sham Sarkar, Mam Sut Braj Rajkumar, Mam Piya Soi Nand Kumar. Mam Swami
Pranadhar, Mam Sakha Shyam Sarkar, Mam Sut Braj Rajkumar, Mam Piya Soi Nand Kumar.
जो मोर मुकुट सिरधार, जेहि लटकारी घुंघरा, जो
मोर मुकुट सिरधार, जेहि लटकारी घुंघरा।
ओ जो मोर मुकुट सिरधार, जेहि लटकारी घुंघरा।
जो मोर मुकुट सिरधार, जेहि लटकारी घुंघरा।
जेहि मृग मद तिलक लीला, मम प्रिय सोई नंद कुमार।
जेहि मृग मद तिलक लीला, मम प्रिय सोई नंद कुमार।
ओ जेहि मृग मद तिलक लीला, मम प्रिय सोई नंद कुमार।
जेहि मृग मद तिलक लीला, मम प्रिय सोई नंद कुमार।
ओ मम स्वामी प्राणाधार, मम सखा श्याम सरकार, मम सुत ब्रज राज दुलार, मम प्रिय सोई नंद कुमार।
मम स्वामी प्राणाधार, मम सखा श्याम सरकार, मम सुत ब्रज राज दुलार, मम प्रिय सोई नंद कुमार।
जो कानन कुंडल धार, जेहि नैनन अति रत्नार।
जो कानन कुंडल धार, जेहि नैनन अति रत्नार।
ओ जो कानन कुंडल धार, जेहि नैनन अति रत्नार।
जो कानन कुंडल धार, जेहि नैनन अति रत्नार।
ओ जेहि चितवनी जादूदार, मम प्रिय सोई नंद कुमार।
जेहि चितवनी जादूदार, मम प्रिय सोई नंद कुमार।
ओ जेहि चितवनी जादूदार, मम प्रिय सोई नंद कुमार।
जेहि चितवनी जादूदार, मम प्रिय सोई नंद कुमार।
जो नासा बेसरधार, जेहि मुख मुरली रिझवार।
जो नासा बेसरधार, जेहि मुख मुरली रिझवार।
ओ जो नासा बेसरधार, जेहि मुख मुरली रिझवार।
जो नासा बेसरधार, जेहि मुख मुरली रिझवार।
ओ जेहि मृदु मुस्कनी बलिहार, मम प्रिय सोई नंद कुमार।
जेहि
बलिहार।
बलिहार, मम प्रिय सोई नंद कुमार।
ओ जेहि मृदु मुस्कनी बलिहार, मम प्रिय सोई नंद कुमार।
जेहि मृदु मुस्कनी बलिहार, मम प्रिय सोई नंद कुमार।
जो उर पीतांबर धार, जेहि गरमणि मुक्तनहार।
जो उर पीतांबर धार, जेहि गरमणि मुक्तनहार।
ओ जो उर पीतांबर धार, जेहि गरमणि मुक्तनहार।
जो उर पीतांबर धार, जेहि गरमणि मुक्तनहार।
ओ जेहि गरबन माल निहार, मम प्रिय सोई नंद कुमार।
जेहि गरबन माल निहार, मम प्रिय सोई नंद कुमार।
ओ जेहि गरबन माल निहार, मम प्रिय सोई नंद कुमार।
जेहि गरबन माल निहार,
राधे।
मम प्रिय सोई नंद
स्वामी प्राणाधार मम सखा श्याम सरकार मम सुत ब्रजराज दुलार मम प्रिय सोई नंद कुमार
मम स्वामी प्राणाधार मम सखा श्याम सरकार मम सुत ब्रजराज दुलार मम प्रिय सोई नंद कुमार
जो दो कर कंकन धार जेहि कटि किंकिनी छविदार
जो दो कर कंकण धार जेहि कटि किंकिनी छविदार
ओ जेहि काछिनि कटि रिझवार मम प्रिय सोई नंद कुमार
जेहि काछनि कटि रिझवार मम प्रिय सोई नंद कुमार
जो कटि पीतांबर धार जेहि पगनु पर झनकार
जेहि कटि पीतांबर धार जेहि पगनु पुर झनकार
ओ जेहि चरण कमल बलिहार मम प्रिय सोई नंद कुमार
जेहि चरण कमल बलिहार मम प्रिय सोई नंद कुमार
हो मम स्वामी प्राणाधार मम सखा श्याम सरकार मम सुत ब्रजराज दुलार मम प्रिय सोई नंद कुमार
मम स्वामी प्राणाधार
राधे
मम सखा श्याम सरकार मम सुत ब्रजराज दुलार मम प्रिय सोई नंद कुमार
जो राधा प्राणाधार जेहि तन सुख घन साकार
जो राधा प्राणाधार जेहि तन सुख धन साकार
जेहि छवि लखी छवि बलिहार मम प्रिय सोई नंद कुमार
जेहि
बलिहार।
छवि बलिहार मम प्रिय सोई नंद कुमार
जो सखी न प्राण साकार जेहि अंश सबे अवतार
जेहि सखी न प्राण साकार जेहि अंश सबे अवतार
ओ जेहि तनु बह ब्रज रस धार मम प्रिय सोई नंद कुमार
जेहि तनु बह ब्रज रस धार मम प्रिय सोई नंद कुमार
जो दीनन को रखवार जेहि पायो नहीं को पार
जो दीनन को
राधे।
रखवार, जेहि पायो नहीं को पार।
जेहि विधि हरि हर गए हार मम सोई कृपालु सरकार
जेहि विधि हरि हर गए हार मम सोई कृपालु सरकार
मम स्वामी प्राणाधार मम सखा श्याम सरकार मम सुत ब्रजराज दुलार मम प्रिय सोई नंद कुमार
मम स्वामी
राधे।
प्राणाधार मम सखा श्याम सरकार मम सुत ब्रजराज दुलार मम प्रिय सोई नंद कुमार।
ब्रजराज कुमार की
जय।